we want to ask ourselves today, can your business survive exponential growth? But before I answer that question, do you visualize your business going through exponential growth? You see, all limitations are self-imposed. If you go to the ocean with a glass or a water bucket to draw water, none of the two containers can finish the sea waters. The ocean has too much water. The limiting factor is the vessel you carry. The limiting factor is yourself, your personal capacity. The fact is, you will never go where you can't see. Your business will never rise above your expectations. Your expectations are your life ceiling. Before you can go anywhere, you've got to see it. You've got to see it with your inner eyes. And this is what we call vision. The reality is every business, in accounting terms, must remain a going concern. Otherwise it dies. No business can afford not to move forward. The same way you exercise your body, your business must be stretching. You stretch your mind with new knowledge. You must stretch your business. You are either growing or dying away. Even if you are on the right track, you will get run over if you just sit there. Just like an antelope in the field. It can't just sit and say, I'm now in my territory. There is no comfort zone in the jungle. And I'm telling you, in the business jungle, there is no comfort zone. You'll be run over by competition. You'll be run over by changes in policy. You'll be run over by changes in technology. You'll be run over by changes in customer tastes, fashions, and preferences. Even you'll be run over by changes in employee attitude and their work ethic. That's why the business must continuously evolve, change and adapt and grow. You're either growing or dying. But let me first answer this question. What is business growth? What is business growth? I think the key indicator, in my view, of business growth is cash money mula. More revenue, cash. Business growth means more money. I mean, that's the first indicator. But the second one is more customers and more products. If you have more customers in your business, yes. But of course, they need then to come with more revenue. And if you're launching more products, you're releasing and rolling out more products in the market, that's an indicator of growth. So I'm not saying these three are the only indicators of growth, but for the purposes of this training, the three primary indicators of growth is more revenue, more customers, and more products. But since there are many other parameters, many other indicators, many other measures of growth, I also want us to look at more sales, more channels, and more employees as indicators of business growth. Yes, as the business grows, you get more employees. You start all alone. And then you share the vision with other people. And you start getting more and more people. Then you need more sales and more channels as your business grows. These are clear indicators you're growing. We've got to respect the journey. We've got to respect the process. Experience has no substitute. Experience takes time. Mastery takes time. Growth takes time. It's rare when growth takes overnight. But the greatest difference between winners and losers is the ability to hold on. The real measure of faith is the ability to hang in there. Stay the course. Consistency, not intensity, consistency. Doing the same thing over and over and over again without throwing in the towel. Well, if success were easy, who wouldn't be successful? If business were easy, who would be employed? Everybody would want their own liberty and to have control of their own time, to be their own boss. So business is tough. It's about staying the course through all the bumps, through all the barriers, through all the obstacles. You're going to encounter a lot of fights in the field of business. But you've got to hang in there, stay the course like the Chinese bamboo tree. So today I want us to look at two fundamental things. The question we are answering, Can your business survive exponential growth? And I want to break it down into two. One, causes of business growth and how to survive business growth. And number two, causes of exponential business growth and how to survive exponential business growth. And the reason I want to do this, we can't talk about exponential business growth before we first talk about business growth. And I know the concern of most people is not exponential business growth. Let's face it, let's be real, let's be practical, let's keep it down here on the reality. The concern with you is business growth before we first talk about exponential business growth. So I want us to look at causes of business growth. There could be 101 causes of business growth, but I want us to focus on three for the purposes of our seminar today. One, increase in sales increase. Number two, capital injection. And number three, industry shift. Of course, if your sales increase, your business is growing, your business will grow. If you increase your sales, your business will grow. If there is more capital injection and you put good leadership and governance, your business will grow. And if there is a shift in the industry in your favor, your business will grow. Now, let's look at each of these factors of business growth individually. And the first one is sales increase. And the question is, what really makes sales to increase? What can I do as an entrepreneur to have more sales in my business? Answer, the customers have to buy more. Either the existing customers have to buy more or you have to get new customers. So whatever the case, you must increase your sales. Either the existing customers are buying more or you have more new customers, or both. So basically what you need to increase sales is increase in customers. To increase customers, you need new customers and you need customer retention. And to retain the existing customers, because we need new customers, but we also must retain the existing customers. It doesn't make sense to do +2 - 4, +2 - 4. You get 2 new customers, you lose 4 existing customers. It is more costly to get a new customer than to retain the existing customers. So what do we do to retain the existing customers? Answer, customer experience. You see, graduating from customer service to customer experience. Put yourself in the shoes of the customer. That's what I mean. Customer service is when you deliver the service to the customer. Customer experience is when you put yourself in the shoes of the customer. Now, if you don't remember anything else I'm going to tell you today, just remember this one thing. Just one thing. Just this one thing. Never, 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 never argue with a customer. Let me repeat. Never, 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 never argue with a customer. Here is the deal. You have heard many, many times about customer service. You have been taught. You have attended seminars 1,000,001 times and you're told about customer service. I'm breaking it down for you. It simply means never argue with a customer. Every customer you lose a community. Don't argue with customers. Let's say you operate a taxi like Uber. A customer comes and they're very upset with you because maybe someone annoyed them in the plane and they have just landed annoyed and they're extending the bitterness and the toxins to you. Let me tell you something. You are only with this person maybe for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and they're gone. They're out of your car. Don't lower your emotions to their level. Come on, dude. Rise up above them. Treat them with a smile. Pick up their bags and suitcases and put them in your car trunk, boot, as you call it, whatever you call it. I'm saying don't argue with the customer. The next item, just to have business growth, is capital injection. Let's face it. If we inject capital into your business, you can hire more employees, you can procure more raw materials, you can purchase better technology, you can implement more distribution channels, and with more employees, more raw materials, better technology, more distribution channels, the end effect is you increase your production, you increase your marketing, your visibility, your branding, you increase your distribution, and the end result is growth in your sales, growth in your business. Who is gonna inject capital into your business? Let's be real. Who is gonna inject capital into your business? the fast and most sure way of capital injection into your business is you plowing back the business proceeds back into the business. And the third thing that leads to business growth is the industry shift. If the industry shifts in your favor, then you can experience growth. What's that? Sometimes there is collapse of a competitor. So, if a business closes down in the same industry, you can get part of their market share because you're not the only player in the industry. You can get some of their customers if you move swiftly, if you have positioned yourself strategically. And secondly, an industry can shift because of government policies that are in your favor, favorable government policies. The government can decide we are no longer going to import coffee or tea into this market, or we are going to raise the taxation for imports of coffee, tea, or clothes, whatever industry you're in, or medications. And of course, then it means that it's harder for external markets to invest in your economy. So that favors the local producers, the local distributors, the local retailers, the local entrepreneurs. So one single policy can favor the industry and move your business forward. We've talked about business growth, but the real question is not business growth. The real question right now, how then do you survive business growth? There could be many ways. For me, I focus on three ways to survive business growth. Number one is business structure, number two is business systems, and number three is business people. This is a triangle. Yes, to survive business growth, the first thing is the business structure. Most businesses collapse because of poor governance. And business structure means what are the departments in your business and what are the reporting lines? Who reports to who in what department? It is organizing your business in departments that focus on certain aspects. For example, you can have finance department, marketing department, HR department, production department. And the guys in marketing just focus on marketing. And then there are clear reporting lines. So there's clear governance structures in your business. To survive business growth, number two, you need business systems. And then finally, the third aspect to survive business growth, the third strategy, is the people. What does that mean? There are many people that support a business, but there are three critical people in the business. And that's employees, customers, and suppliers. Watch this. If employees walk out on you en masse, the business is over. It is employees who run the business. Business is run by people, for people, through people. Number two, if customers walk out on you en masse, you're finished. We've got to retain customers, and we have just talked about it. And to retain employees, treat your employees as though they're your finest customers. And guess what? They will follow your example. If you treat them like your finest customers, they will treat your most valuable customers similarly. The same way you treat them, they will extend the same treatment, the same attitude to your customers. And that way, you've got to take care of your suppliers of goods and services, the financial institutions that support you, where you get your raw materials, the guys who support you, whether it's the electrician who repairs gadgets or laptops, whatever. You know what? If you mess up with your suppliers, you destroy your value chain. And you can't survive business growth if you tamper with the value chain. Now, what's the difference between normal growth and exponential growth in business? What's the difference? When we hear the word normal, some of us think it's a straight path, a straight line. Straight lines don't exist in real life. That's why when you were in school, when you're doing your statistics, somebody taught you that the normal curve it's like that, the normal curve. And you can draw a line at the middle of the normal curve. You can draw a line. That line at the middle is the line of averages, the line of means, the mode, the median, the arithmetic mean, the geometric mean, the harmonic mean, because the normal population is always like that. It's a curve.